over.
Okay.
All right, so you were coming up with golf ball after golf ball. I got a few. I think I probably, how many do you think you found? We could roll for it.
No, I think I got at least 12 to 15.
Let's do 15. That would take us up to 30. And let's say I just found 5, but that takes us to 35 golf balls that were up. All right, so we've got 35 golf balls. I guess the other question is, are we going to sell them? Do we go to yet one more watering hole, or do we push it in this watering hole to even come up with some more, or is 35 enough for us to sell?
I want to go one more.
All right, in a whole new one?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, does anything interrupt us as we go from this to the next? 9, no. Here we go again with our skill sets. You're rolling 6 dice, so here you go. 6 dice to see, do you find more golf balls in here? Needing some 6s.
No.
All right. Yes, you've got none here. Do you want to push it? So you've got
Nope.
1. Nope. So you're not going to push it.
Nope.
All right. So you've got none there. I have a condition, so I give up 1 of my dice because I took the upset condition. But I go into this new watering, or this new bunker looking, or not a bunker, but a water hazard, looking for a bunch because I was still upset that I've only gotten 5.
Yeah.
I've got like 15. I'm like,
I
gotta get it. Let's see what I get. 6.
1.
Yep, that's good. I got a success. So I think I come up with like 5 more. I'm like, I got some here.
Good.
Yeah. All right. So
we didn't come here for
we're
nothing.
at 40. All right, 40 golf balls is pretty good. Do you remember? I know we sold some in bulk, but we were also able to sell some. I can't remember what we were selling them for before, like $5 for 10 or something.
The entrepreneur, you're thinking about all this.
Perfect.
I'm just thinking we're going to go have fun, and what we make, we make.
Got it. All right, so we found some golf balls. I'm thinking before we go home, we go reach out to Mariella and Jason just to see if they want to go to the flea market tomorrow. Do you think that's a good idea today?
We have to.
So, odd, Jason's house is closer. Even Mariella's is closer. Mariella's, I think I don't know, you tell me, Mariella's house is closer. So I'm like, let's go see if they want to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go by Mariella's house. So same thing. Why don't you roll this? Does anything interrupt as we go over? We're checking our 6. We're taking different routes. 5 or less. 8. Nothing. So we're over to Mariella's house. She's your friend, so I'm walking up with you. But describe how that, what do we do? Is she outside playing? Do you got to go ring the door? What do you think?
I think she was just outside with her kittens.
Oh, got it. Yeah, because a lot of times kids were not in the house in the 80s. Everybody was out and about. So she's outside playing with kittens.
But I got to remember, it's pretty hot there, too. So.
It is hot.
But it's late afternoon.
Sure. And I do think even that, we would be out, playing around.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
I see her out there, and she has kittens. Mariella, how did you get those kittens?
Got it. Perfect.
From the sky? Phoenix, from the sky? No, my cat had kittens.
I'm like, you should have seen this dog. It took Phoenix's shoe and got dog slobber all over it.
Don't think about it, Mariella. Just don't think about it. I know you're a neat Nick, but don't consider it.
Look at dog. I can see dog spit on her shoe. So I think I pick up a little kitten, and I'm playing with a kitten because I think we'd all just be like
kittens.
How many kittens? It's got to be. Give me a +2 on this because it wouldn't just be 1 or 2.
No.
Right. So a +2 on this roll. It could be 3. Ooh, not or
That's
8.
Like there.
That's true. There's a lot of meow, meow, meow.
Big kittens.
I think the mama cat's there. So there's all these kittens, and we just play with the kittens for a while, which I think would be. I think it would be tempting to stay there longer, but I'm like, Phoenix, ask her about the flea market.
Well, except Crown usually likes to have races with those kittens.
I love kitten races.
No.
Yeah, so I'll bring it up. I'm like, you know what we got to do? We got to race the kittens. And what would
Yes, I knew this
Yeah.
was coming.
Right. And I'd be like, if you got ribbon, we put the ribbon on the kittens, and then you just see which one's fastest. We pick them. All right, we're going to do cat races or kitten races before you bring it up. There's only 3 of us, so maybe Mariella goes and gets, would she have 6 different kinds of ribbon?
Sure.
All right, so she gets 6 different kinds of ribbon. We each pick 2 different kittens. So I will also roll for Mariella. This will be yours, and she's gonna roll whites to see. So we put her different colors.
We'll each have 3, and Mariella's the polite one, so she'll take 2 because she has
Got
the
it.
cats all the time.
6, 7, 8. Got it. So you think you've got 3 different cats, ribbons on it? Okay. All right. So does one of your cats finish first? We're gonna roll and then hold the roll. We'll figure it out. All right. So you've got some slow pokes. You got a couple 2-2-1s. Your cats. I'm like, your cat's going the wrong way. You don't even you pick terrible kittens.
Cats will be cats. Kittens
You
will be
pick
kittens.
terrible kittens. I bet you mine are burners. I got some burner kittens here. Let's see what I get. Oh, mine are barely better than yours.
That's what you get for being.
3, 2, 1. Your cat confused my cat, and it's following.
Oh, sure. My fault that your cats didn't run fast.
But one of mine's faster than you. But what is Mariella's? Oh my, these are some slow cats. Mine's the fastest. They're playing. We've got 2-1, 2-2-1, and 3-2-1. They're playing. They're not running at all. And it turns out kittens don't run a lot. But bing da dong. One of mine is the winner.
All right.
I have a winning kitten.
Wouldn't you know?
So then I kind of nudge
slow,
her.
but his is the
I'm like,
faster
see if she wants to go. See if she wants to go to the flea market, Phoenix.
Yeah, Mariella, we were really, really wanting to see if you could hang with us tomorrow, and we're planning on going to the flea market.
Got it. I think we just came up with kitten races. She loved it, even though she didn't win. And there's no way I think she would say no. But I'm sure she has to check with her parents, but she's excited. I think we've got to see, how about 15, no way does her mom say no, but that's a 15% chance. There could be something going on. She wants to go, but she runs in. We can hear her, Mom, can I go to the flea market with Phoenix and this kid tomorrow? And 15 or less is a no. 42, she's good to go. All right, Mariella is in. We're good. And I'm like, we got to run over to Jason's house and see if he's able to go.
Okay.
All right,
deal.
so we're headed over to Jason's house. We know he's a little more rough and tumble. We just came from Girls and Kittens. I turned it into a race. I have no idea what Jason's up to, so I want to roll on this and see what might he be doing. So 50 is overindulge. So whatever he's doing, he's overindulging in it. So he's overindulging. What's the subject? 99. Ooh, anger. This, to me, I'm going to roll one more time. I think we already know.
He's angry about something?
We already know he got in one fight. So we already know he got in a fight once. But he's overindulging and he's angry. It could be either his parents are a little wild, because sometimes that happens. If you got a wild child, you got wild parents. But let's roll one more time, get a little more clarity. 16. 16 is inquire. Okay. And inquire, overindulge, anger, and 66. Fears. Inquire, fears. Overindulge, anger, inquire, fears. Okay. Well, I think that leans me back towards the parents, or let's just say the dad. I think the dad, when we get there, we can hear like the dad yelling and carrying on in the house, and Jason comes running out and is just like, whoop, he comes tearing out as we're rolling up, and he says, "Come around the block." So, and you can hear, "Where'd you go? Where'd you go, kid? What the hell? I told you to clean." And you just hear yelling. But we roll over to the edge of the block, and we're inquiring on Jason's fears here. So we're inquiring on his fears, overindulge anger, and he's like, "I think this is easy." He says, "I should have got out of the house quicker. Dad's been drinking again." And so
what I thought.
Yeah.
Phoenix thought.
So and I'm like, "Well, you can hang out with us for a while, but tomorrow, right off the bat, Crown's not missing. Tomorrow we're going to the flea market. Do you need to ask your dad if you can go to the flea market?" And he goes, "I ain't asking my old man nothing. I will just be at the flea market."
We're going early.
Perfect, because he won't even be up from a stupor yet. Boom, Jason's in. That's easy. But what I want to see is, we didn't roll to see if there was an altered or interrupted scene. I want to do that now. We're with Jason, out on the corner of the block, 5 or less, 3. So while we're talking to him, we're going to have to figure out 3 is an odd. So something alters what's going on here. He was going to hang out with us. What do you think? It could be the dad coming out looking for him with a belt. It could be the feds are showing up. Do you have an idea, or do you want me to roll?
Roll.
All right, we're going to roll.
Because it could be mom, too.
Could be. All right, so an 11, something is interrupting us. Uh-oh, persecute. Seems like it could be dad. Persecute, but we don't know what the subject is. Subject is 9. Uh-oh, persecute evil. Let me roll one more time. So 77 is deceive. Okay, deceive. And 90 even is danger. Deceive, danger. Wow. Well, to me, that is his dad's coming out.
Yeah.
I think the dad's got a beer in one hand, his belt folded over in the other, and he's walking down the street yelling, "Where'd you go, boy?" And so persecute evil, though, would mean, I think it's the evil is the alcoholic drinking. Deceive, danger.
So we have to deceive him.
I like that.
Because he's very
yeah,
hostile toward
right.
our friend, Jason.
Perfect. So I think
I think you loan him your new bike.
oh, to take off.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Jason, what's a good location? Take my bike and go, we'll meet you 2 blocks over." So he jumps on and and pedals away. And I think while we're standing there, the drunken dad comes around the corner. "You guys seen Jason? You seen my boy?" Yeah. And Phoenix like, "What's he look like?"
Yeah, I haven't even met him. Crown, have you seen him?
I think he went that way. I point in a total other direction. And I think he turns around and he's looking and he's slapping his leg and drinking his beer. And I'm like,
thinking,
"Whew,
hit your leg some more."
I've seen my dad mad, but not while he's drinking. Now, the interesting thing is, we've now got to ride double on your bike. Crown's pretty small, but I do think what we have to do is maybe a tech roll or something else just to see, are we able to do that?
Don't
So,
forget she's strong.
she is strong. Okay, so do
5.
5, and how about force? What is your force under skills?
It's 1.
So roll 6 die. And are you having any trouble? Because I get on, I'm like, "Let's go, Phoenix." And I'm just like, I don't know if I can stand on pegs you have or if I just sit
No,
like
I think
behind
she
you.
can handle this
Got
because of the
Yeah.
way she handled the water and the rowboat in the water.
Like it. Roll it up. I need a 6.
There we go.
Woo! No problem. I like it. Using
Yeah.
your body skill.
Yeah.
0 problems. We go over, meet Jason. This is a no-brainer. Jason's like, "Thanks." And he like hands my bike back, and I'm like, "I told you, Dad, you went the other way. I don't know how long that's gonna work." And he's like, "It'll work long enough that he gets tired, goes back, and drinks himself into a stupor."
Yeah, and he might
I'm
forget
like,
that he's angry.
Whew. Yeah, he might even forget what he was angry about. Yeah, and I think Jason explains that. He's like, he just can't get caught. Not when he's in that mood. I'd take a whooping. So this is why Jason's tough. I say, hey, we're going to the flea, so you will be able to make the flea market. And he's like, oh, trust me, I'm getting out of the house tomorrow.
He's always loyal to you, but now he's going to be loyal to me too.
Got it. Yeah, you helped with the escape.
Yeah.
That's right. We're thick as thieves. That's actually a good bonding thing. You're right. We had the kitten races with Mariella.
Yeah.
And now we've had the loaning of the brand new bike with Jason. Sure. Yeah. Who would have thought you can race kittens? Yeah. They don't run real fast. We just found that out.
Kind of go
now here's a side note. I actually did this as a kid. We raced kittens with little ribbons on them or something. So yes, perfect. Okay. Scene set. I think we save the flea market for next time you come over. Before we're still with Jason, is there anything else you want to do with Jason? You know what? Why don't we figure out his age? We know he's a little bit older, so that means he could be 12, but he could be 13, 14, or 15 as well.
Oh, okay.
So I know because I said he's 2 years older than me, or did I say he's 2 years older than me? I just said he's older than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's ask. I'm curious. I just started thinking if you're the same age, I mean, you could just be platonic friends, but there could be anything that goes on there as well. So I'm going to ask 50-50. We'll just start at 12. Is Jason 12? 45, yes. So there you go. He's actually even a couple years younger than you. So Jason is going to be 12, and Mariella is your age, 14? Okay, 14. So Jason's 12, but he's already kind of tough, and now we know why. Jason's probably been fighting his dad for some time, so he's a little bit tougher. He's been hit by a man, so when a kid hits him, not that big a deal. All right, anything else before we part ways with Jason that you want to talk about, or any other ideas before? I mean, we've got our time set.
I was thinking that Phoenix might not feel safe letting him go back, even though he said that his dad would, work it off.
Got it.
A couple of blocks won't do it, so I think she'd take him back to the cemetery, maybe not up in the tree, but just down at the bottom of the tree to relax.
I like it. And so I like Phoenix says, hey, why don't we just, I love this. You're like, hey, Crown's riding good on the back of my bike. Why don't you just ride with us over to the cemetery? We can lay in the shade under the tree. And it's kind of peaceful there in the cemetery. And he's like, that sounds great. So I love it. Let's see, does anything interrupt our roll over there? So 5 or less. 6. No.
Nothing.
So we get over there, hang out. I think this is even more solidifying, because what we've done is taken him to, it's kind of an introduction. Yeah, it's a restful, peaceful place. We're in the shade. We're chatting, hanging out as kids hang out. Let his dad go get his drunk on before he goes back. And I think that is really, these are a couple NPCs, non-player characters that we can slot in for anything we want to do.
If we have visitors.
Yeah, I think even when we're there, I don't think we reveal Joey or anything, but we start maybe talking about how we've got a mystery that we're trying to figure out, and if he's interested, we might fill him in on some more information. We talk about Mariella, then I think we talk a lot about the flea market. And the stuff that's at the flea market, I show him, because my white skull candle's back at the boat, I think. But I'm like, Dad, this skull candle it was awesome.
Oh, he'd love that.
Yeah, it was bad.
They didn't say that then.
I know. Well, I was trying to think. What far out was the 70s. It was radical.
Radical would be.
Yeah, it was.
And I heard a lot of Shelbyville in Iowa.
It was rad. It was rad. Yeah, there was a lot of rad in the 80s. And he's like, that sounds rad. And I'm like, trust me, it was rad. Rad said about time where you're getting tired of it. You're like, goodness gracious, a lot of rad. A lot of radical. All right. I think we're good. We can scene it.
Yeah.
I think that's solid. We're set up for the 4 of us will go to, in the very next session, we will go to the flea market. And we know there's some things there. For skill-wise, let's look at our characters. Some things we did, we were both involved, obviously, so give yourself an experience point for being involved. That's going to allow me to, and then I think I loved your idea of bringing up the races. Yeah. So give yourself another one for that.
And what about her using body strength?
I love it. Yeah, take one for that too, because we can get up to 3. So I think there's no problem. We each end up. So you probably have 3 total, or did you have one already?
I didn't have one.
Okay, so 3. Keep your 3. I think that's good.
We used them off.
Yep. You used your 5. I actually now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to use 5 of mine, because you got to use 5 to trade up. So let me get rid of 2 of these. Yeah, I thought that was great, actually. I think, and the drunken,
Yeah, I think you're doing the drunken.
NPCs, yeah, the dad with the belt. So I can raise one of my skills, and it really should be tied into something we did on this one. We were doing some of the...
How about when you went into the water deeper at the end?
I like that, and later I'll clear the condition. I also like the throwing of the rock at the dog.
You can.
I hit it.
I don't.
I hit it. I know. I already have a 3 on my move, which would be the swimming as well. I think that's got to be it then. So the throw is a move. The diving under was a move. The highest you can take a skill is up to a 5. But I didn't tinker with anything.
I don't think you had a 5.
Well, I'm at a 3. So I'm going to go up a 1 to a 4.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is there anything else that I did? Like, we weren't investigating anything. There's no charm. It's not like I have a new contact. There's no tech. I think everything does come back to the body skills for me. I'm going to go ahead and just use those 5 experience points, and I'm going to move that up to a 4. I think the throwing was good.
What about...
The swimming was good.
Yeah, go ahead. What about me getting more for calculating?
It'd be good, but you need 2 more before you can actually get anything.
So I don't need
Right. So you're going to, well, you need it, but you're going to need 2 more XP before you can trade them in. So we each got 3.
Yeah.
So next time, what are you looking at? You were looking at calculate next time you come back?
Get a little more. Well, I was just saying that she was the one who knew that Jason had to come with them and calm down and feel safe.
I thought leadership was good.
Oh, that could, yeah. Should I give myself something there or nothing yet?
You can't yet, just because you got to be able to trade in your XP. But you could make a little note that maybe next time you think you should move up leadership if you think that was it. I thought you did lead well, because I'm chucking the rock and you're like, stop. You go up and try. You're not the most charming person, but you're able to charm the dog. I did feel there was a lot of leadership from you on this one. Yeah. So next episode, just being here, you'll get 1, and then we usually are picking up two extras for 3. So the next time we sit down, you'll have enough to do more experience. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's perfect. All right, good. I can't think of anything else other than under notes, let me add NPCs. I'm going to add Jason and Mariella. And so they will be some NPCs we have. I still have my Otto, my German dog, or my German Shepherd, but we haven't taken them to anything. But I think that is good. Anything else you want to add? Do we still need to just see, do we get home okay? Do you want to do any last minute checks?
No, I was just thinking that we could, in the future, make contact with that golf dog and your dog.
Got it. So you're thinking we can bring the dogs together and let them hang out.
Or work something out.
Got it. Yeah. Or the fight. I can't, maybe a fight.
Not a bad fight.
Yeah, I think Crown would be like, if they fight, I bet you Otto could take it. I don't take that dog out. And you're like, I don't want a dog fight. I'm like, I'll hit it with a rock.
What I see is that somehow I'm going to end up with that other dog.
Oh, okay, yeah, you could. You definitely, maybe it's a stray. It could be, or at the very least, someone's probably not taking care of their animal too well. So that's good. You can make a note if you want that the dog, the mean dog might show back up. You can do it wherever you want. So, because if we end up in a situation, you could be like, you know what it is? It's the dog coming back. So,
Yeah.
and that might work out
Yeah.
perfect. I like
Yeah.
it. That's good.
And then you involve your dog. You'll have your
yeah,
dog with you.
yeah, we could have that. So, because who knows where they come in.
Yeah.
Good. Let me stop this, and then we can chit chat.